Weekly Horoscope 8th August till 14th August 2022 for all of you. Aries weekly conclusion from 8th August till 14th August for all of you. Aries, this coming week, they say, in this coming week with your drive, determination, creativity, you will be able to create a lot of opportunities for yourself. Aries, in this coming week, there will be few happy occasions, but your expenditure can be sky high. You'll be quite tense due to family reasons, sometimes living arguments and conflict within the family. Your struggle will be rewarding, but you must keep up your efforts and refrain from any kind of distractions. You will be able to resolve one of your most important complicated problems. Please refrain from any living arguments and conflicts. Aries, you have to take care of your finances. You have to take care of yourself and focus on your safety of your valuable items. You may suffer from some kind of losses due to theft or cheating or deception or fraud during this particular week. And you may also face a rutted phase at your workplace due to several unpleasant happenings. Keep yourself away from any arguments. Watch your word of speech before uttering them to anybody. Your work or your profession may see a very low phase during this particular week, and some of you even lose your position if you're not handling the situation very carefully between 1-to-1. Beware of old enemies and avoid creating a new enemies with your behavior, conduct and attitude. If you're a manufacturer, if you're an importer or exporter, this could be a very good timing, bringing you a lot of profit in your business venture. At home, you're likely to spend quality time with your family, discussing a matter of importance. Moreover, you would also be enjoying a luxury, lifestyle, companionship. The social aspect of yourself would be full of happy and happening. Your popularity would be rising. You're most likely to acquire a lot of new friends, especially business companions and professional companions. The company of your old and new friends would give you much more harmony, happiness, and you may even consider staying away from home, having a fun, like a holidays. Taurus, in this coming week, the conclusion of the week, 8th August till 14th August. Taurus, in this coming week, Sun and Venus are in 3rd house. Due to that, you'll come across lots of fruitless running around, tension within your family members. Sometimes a lot of communication issues. You'll come across lots of family issues. Sometimes peace of mind can be questionable. Please make sure there should not be any third-party interferences in your family relationship. If there are any gaps or friction in your family relationship, then you must be able to sort it out there and then. Please be prepared for change of place. Sometimes your hassles, struggle must be more than your imagination. With the help of your foreign contact, you will come across a dignified opportunity. You must look after your health and well-being. You may expect a upward move in your financial condition, giving you financial security. This could also be a professionally good period for you. You may also expecting a rise in position. You may also expecting a gain in authority. Your ventures are likely to earn profit as well. Socially, this should be a good time for you, as you're likely to overcome all your fears and worries. Your colleagues and acquaintances would be cooperative and very helpful toward you. You also like to widen your circle of friends and win over your enemies during this phase of time. Your rapport with your immediate family would be cordial, and your siblings are also likely to enjoy companionship. This particular week should be a time of great activity. Then you work very hard to further your own interest and assert yourself among others. You have a chance to show the world that what you can do now due to your capabilities. You can come on to others with much more vigor than usual. You're likely to make a great impression upon them at this time. If you're insensitive to other people, however, this can be quite a difficult time for all your relationships. Every relationship requires that you bend a bit to the need and demand of the other person. That's a universal truth. But you're not especially inclined to do that now. In fact, you'll be much better off if you can work independently, but if you can't work with people around you without worrying about how your action will affect them. You have to be independent. If you think like that, that's the way it is. In this coming week, the conclusion of the week for Gemini, your Lord Mercury transiting in your 3rd house. Gemini, due to that, more you communicate with the world around you, more you will achieve resources and accomplishments. Please prepare for the traveling, and financial gain and prosperity will be there. You will be participating in a lot of social events, religious events. By the weekend, you will meet a professional decision maker who can provide you unique contacts and opportunities. Gemini, your mind can be restless, and sometimes level of satisfaction won't be there. Health-wise, please beware of stomach aches and headaches and stress level. This coming week, Gemini, can be financially either good or very difficult and complicated, depending on how you handle the overall circumstances and situations. The good side of this week is the power of Venus to attract material possession and money, as well as people. Financial opportunity may come up, but difficulty may arise from your tendency to be extravagant. Not that spending is wrong, but be careful. Often your taste will be more lavish than your budget can afford. You are especially susceptible to lifestyle, beautiful lifestyle, valuable item, precious item, and a lot of entertainment to make your life more pleasant and enjoyable. Care in spending is advisable. Borrowing money should not be very difficult, but be careful. Gemini, pay attention to any health-related issue as you likely to develop some kind of discomfort, particularly related to your eyes or stomach. You have to take care of your feet as well. This is a time you must stay away from any activity that might be highly risky to yourself. Some of you even suffer from nightmarish kind of dream or dream disorders. Your working life could also be strenuous, and you may also have to put a lot of hard work to see the face of the success in your project. If measures are not taken, some of you even risk at your position at work. So you have to pull up your socks. You got to do the needful to save your position at work. In this coming week, the conclusion part 1 is, I'm going to go define 3 parts one by one, but the first part is this. In this coming week, Cancerian, you'll come across lots of professional struggle. For your professional and financial gain, you might have to create a change. For your own gain, you might have to create a change of place regarding your profession. For your financial and professional gain, you have to do that. If situation is like that. Professionally, you go through quite a few fluctuations. Cancerian, refrain from any kind of personal or professional ego clashes or cut off communication or too much bitterness in the professional relationship or too much bitterness in your personal relationship. By the weekend, beware of cheating, deception and fraud when it comes to any financial dealing with anybody. Professional decisions will have to be made with full focus, and professional decisions will have to be made with full focus and concentration, not in any hasty attitude. Health-wise, beware of skin problem. Health-wise, beware of any infections. Cancerian, this could also be proved to be a good time for those who are self-employed. Some of you also even expecting a rise in your income, rise in resources. Moreover, all your undertaking are likely to succeed, bringing more rewards, more financial gain, more resources. This could also be regarded as a time when you would see improvement not only in your professional life but also personal day-to-day life. You may also expect an upward move in your social status, prestige, respect during this phase of time. You may also expecting a lot of happening on the personal front. If eligible bachelor, you are likely to find a very fine match during this phase of time. Some of you are also expecting the arrival of the new member of the family. Socially, this is a good period to meet a lot of new people, enjoying companionship. You would be honored and your status will be rising and heightened in society. You will also get a plenty of opportunity to enjoy. First thing first, in the conclusion for the Leo for this week, Sun and Venus transit in 12th house. Mars and Rahu transit in 9th house. Leo, you'll go through lots of expenditures, financial hassles, more than your imagination. You go through lots of family relationship arguments, family conflicting situation. You got to look after your health and well-being. You'll go through lots of tensions, insecurities, domestic complications. Leo, you'll make a lots of plans. By the weekend, you will come across lots of professional conflicting argument clashes. You have to be careful. Leo, you're likely to face a lot of trouble ranging from misbehavior of your superior, failure in efforts, sorrow, disappointment, exhaustion, frustration, and so on. You're likely to meet with success in your field of the work at the end, but you have to exercise humility and patience at the same time. Some of you also would be able to perform better than ever at work. You may also have to undertake some of running around, some of hoping about around places, as your work is likely to be demand the same. This period is likely to bestow a rise in your prestige, rise in position, rise in authority at work, but all will come with your determination, drive, discipline that will pay you back. Leo, this particular week is also indicating an unnecessary expenditure, wastage of money, on a trip to foreign land if you're not careful. This period would see you indulging in good attire, of which you may also lose someone. Take extra care to avoid any kind of theft in the house or in the business, particularly during this week. Be careful. However, at the home, you would enjoy personal bliss. If unmarried, you may expect some pleasure with companionship. Friends would be good to you and would be more cooperative and helpful toward you. In this coming week, the conclusion of the week, your Lord Mercury transiting in your 12th house. So this donate expenses for you. Sometimes you can be out of comfort zone. You may have to spend more than expected to live in a comfortable lifestyle. Virgo, stay away from any litigation, as this may also cause some kind of loss of money. Virgo, moreover, you will also have to work extra hard to accomplish any of the tasks undertaken by you. Beware of your enemies and stay out their way to avoid any kind of humiliations. Virgo, hold on to respect and honor and try to keep your honor in society. You could be mentally very disturbed due to several reasons. You're susceptible to worries and restlessness during this phase of time. You also likely to be distressed and feel discontented during this phase of time. Virgo, you got to look after your health regarding headaches and eye infection. Please do refrain from over-aggression and overreaction. Otherwise, you'll end up wasting a lot of your time, energy, and finance. Your expenses can be sky high due to your foreign project and ventures. Refrain from any family relationship arguments and conflicts. There will be fruitless running around, and sometimes you'll be out of your comfort zone. You will feel friendly towards almost everyone, and they will be friendly in return. Of course, assuming that there's no contradiction. Of course. It is good time to have a friend in a party or go out with group of friends for a good time to have a fun. Virgo, you'll enjoy each other's company immensely and be much more loving and affectionate with each other. This benefit is not limited to activity with friends. Any situation which you deal with many people in group setting, for example, a business conference or organizational meeting, is favored by this particular week. You feel secure in yourself and willing to help the group achieving its objective. You may even identify your own objective with that particular group. That can be a scenario situation, but may I say, be approachable. You can accomplish something very unique. Libra weekly conclusion, 8th August till 14th August, the conclusion of the week for this coming week for Libra. In this coming week, Libra, there are 3 sections of the conclusion. The first section is Sun, Venus in 10th house. So due to that, you'll come across lots of professional instabilities. Sometimes you're in the middle of a conflict. You'll come across lots of obstacles, stumbling blocks, tedious kind of situations. Libra, your health will fluctuate, linked with lower abdomen, linked with headaches. Refrain from any family relationship arguments. Refrain from any romantic relationship argument, conflicting situation. You will involve a lot of new projects, new ventures, new ideas. Professionally, you go through fluctuations. Professional fluctuation will test your fiber very thoroughly. But with your common sense, you will be able to create income resources with your sense and drive and determination and dedication and discipline. You can develop a lot of income resources. This week can be useful in many ways. It creates favorable circumstances in your business, profession, attracting people, and circumstances that facilitate your work. Can happen. People in authority can be favorable, inclined toward you, but how you deal with them, how you address them, all depend on you. Most relationship in professional life will happen like this, but this time period you have to be making sure that you have to use your common sense when you come across these kind of situations. It is apparent that everyone that you are primarily interested in working harmoniously with others. They respond by being agreeable with you, but all depend how you address them. This is a test of your mannerism and your attitude and how polite you can be. Ultimately, you attract only because you exude favorable energies towards other people, that other people come across. They want to help you, they can stand by you, they can offer you something as long as you are humble and very polite. In your marriage relationship, in your business partnership, the two of you can disagree strongly on management of any joint held resources, how to spend a limited amount of money, and how to spend your resources. It is quite likely that two of you will use your joint resources, particularly money, rather foolishly and wastefully. If you come across using too much ego, too much pride, and selfish needs, which you shouldn't. You have to be careful. This is because it can lead to unnecessary conflicting situation between two of you, which you don't need a conflict. Because of the problem of resources held by you and jointly with others, this is usually not a good time to try to obtain a loan. Ego conflict, either subtle or obvious, are likely to foul up negotiation. Scorpio weekly conclusion. Week commencing 8th August till 14th August, the conclusions of the week for this particular week for Scorpio. The three sections of conclusion, one by one I'll define. The first part is, in this coming week, Mars and Jupiter, they are aspected on your lagna. And the aspect that they are looking at your lagna. The eyes on the lagna. Mars 8th aspect and Jupiter's 9th aspect, Mars 8th aspect. So may I say that there is this particular time period, due to this, your enthusiasm will be sky high. You will come across lots of prosperous opportunities and you will face lots of rivalry. Many technical obstacles are there, delays, complications. Scorpio, you might involve in a buying or selling assets or property. Scorpio, due to retrograde Jupiter, you go through quite a lot of uncertainties, sometimes state of confusion. Sometimes you know something, there's a decision to make, but sometimes you don't know what to make. Decision you can be mentally in a bundle of confusion. And there are a lot of family arguments or conflicts. Your aggression can be sky high. Sometimes you can be all over the place. You got to watch your drive and step. Beware of an accident. This particular week signifies one set of a new wardrobe. Moreover, this is also donates material comfort and happiness. Financial gain and indulgence in precious jewelry is also indicated due to this phase of time. Businessman will find this period to be very smooth one with satisfactory profit. Success in education is also indicated due to this phase of time. Health would remain in good shape. At home, your sibling would be more cooperative, affectionate than ever. Some auspicious deeds are likely to be performed at your home, and you may also decide on your relationship or marriage if you're eligible bachelor. A socially conducive period could also be expected, where you're likely to make a lot of new friends. You may also get a mentor to show you the spiritual path. Your interest in artistic field would be rising due to this particular week. This particular week bringing trying time mostly matter of health and relationship. You may suffer from a lot of worries due to health issues to yourself and your spouse or your nearest one. You may also have to take care of your spouse's health, especially if you're married. You and your partner are likely to develop a lot of mental anxiety due to this phase of time. Most of you likely to develop enmity with some noble person which you shouldn't be. Avoid any misunderstanding that may crop up due to hypothetical differences between you and your partner. If not handled carefully or tactfully, this may lead to be unnecessary living conflict between two of you. Make peace with your friends and dear people, and do not start any living conflict with your nearest or dearest one at this particular time. Sagittarius weekly conclusion, 8th August till 14th August, the weekly conclusion for Sagittarius. In this coming week, Sagittarius, you will experience mixed fruit, mixed rewards. You will achieve financial gain, and one of your most complicated problems will be resolved and done and dusted. Your financial backing will be improved. Your foreign project will be back on track on progression. Due to Saturn Sadhisati, you'll face few financial complications and you'll be worried and tense, and sometimes those tensions can be linked with family relationship. But Sagittarius, refrain from totally unnecessary arguments and conflict with your family or within your profession. Please. The second part of conclusion is Sagittarius, this particular week is holding a good time, and during this time period you may expect a gain in your comfort, overcoming all your previous miseries. You may consider acquiring a land or property or house or car. Sagittarius, if you are an eligible bachelor, you may expect to get a good match and who could also be a good provider. You may also expect a companionship of pleasant people during this particular week. Health is expected to be remaining good, and if you're a student, you would be more progressive. Your brilliance will be noticed. You would command more respect and honor in your social circle. Professionally, a very good period. Trade and business is expected to flourish with the help of well-wishers and friends. There is a possibility of meeting of a higher government authority or decision maker, which can offer you a very unique opportunity. Third part of conclusion is this coming week, this particular period would see you gaining wealth, acquiring valuable items and assets, reaping unprecedented profit. And if you're employed, you may expect a much awaited promotion and honor at your workplace. Most of you would see a success in all your undertaking. The improvement is in your overall financial condition would make you feel more secure, comfortable and happy and harmonious. You would be able to live in peace, and a sense of fearfulness would prevail in you. This is also time to win over your enemies. You may also expecting a ceasefire of your previous arguments and conflicting situation. If you are caught up in any court case, you may expect a judgment that would favor you. Most of your enemies would withdraw. Victory would be yours. You're likely to command more respect, honor in society. Some of you also perform charitable deeds at this time. Health would be fine during this phase of week. You would get rid of a lot of your previous miseries, issues, complications. Capricorn weekly conclusion, 8th August till 14th August. The weekly conclusion for Capricorn this coming week is this. Capricorn, in this coming week, the weekly conclusion for Capricorn, the 3 sections, one by one I'll explain to you. The first section is this one. In this coming week, professionally you'll be quite busy. And professionally you go through lots of fluctuation, unavoidable changes in your profession, in your job, in your career. Capricorn, your struggle will be converting into success. But if you're involved in any joint venture or business partnership, then you end up in a huge conflict or argument. Please refrain from any kind of arguments or clashes between you and your business partner. Otherwise, conflict means financial losses, professional losses. Capricorn, mentally, you can be quite tense, upset, grumpy, annoyed, disappointed. Capricorn, you'll carry a lots of secret tension which you don't want to share with anybody. You got to watch your aggression, your behavior, your attitude, your conduct, your decisions, your choices. Be careful. Capricorn, stay away from any litigation involving anybody. Try to maintain a good rapport with your partner. Moreover, this phase also indicates ill health. And may I say that your partner may suffer from kind of health problem. Financially, is not very good period. It would be better to stay away from dealing with any dodgy people. You may also realize that you have some wicked friend who would try to harm you. Involvement with such unnecessary dodgy people may create a grief during this phase of time. Chances are that you may even creating a lot of enemies due to some conflict related to companion. And this period also sees you suffering from a lot of mental agitation, distress, anger. Above all, this is a time when you will demand to be yourself, to express to others and who you are, what you are. You are filled with energies that want to cry to the world, this is I am, this is I am, this is my fiber. You will not be especially inclined to self-denial, not now, or discipline, postponing self-gratification, or taking a back seat, not now. This is not a conflict-laden transit. This is not that kind of phase. Unless your self-assertive energies are totally denied by circumstances, or you give them no expression, but you will give them expression. It is much more likely that these energies, you are back, will be expressed in a most playful and supportive way. For this is the house of amusement as well as self-expression. But you are not in a state of denial. Now you will tell the world, this is me. Thick or thin, accept me. Good or bad or ugly, accept me. And I'm not going to shutting myself down. I'm not sitting down now. I am now up. This is me. Leave it or take it. This is now you. Yes. And you express yourself fully now. But watch your conduct and behavior and dealing and aggression and attitude and talking. Word of speech. Be careful. Conclusion of the week for Aquarius. The 3 sections of the conclusion, I'll define you each and every section step by step. Aquarius, in this coming week, Sun and Venus transiting in 6th house. Your Lord Saturn transit in 12th house. Sun and Saturn are exactly 6th house, Sun, Saturn 12th house. They're exactly opposite to each other. Samsaptak Yoga. Due to that, you will go through lots of struggling complications, difficult circumstances. You go through major obstacle, delays and complications. You go through lots of health issues, fruitless running around, fruitless expenditure. Sometimes financial backing can be here and there. Jupiter aspect is on Sun. Due to that, your hard work and struggle will mean success, income resources, prosperities. Your hard work and determination, creativity will bring financial reward, financial gain, income resources. There is a chance that your enemies will be rising and you may even getting involved in arguments or fight with your business partner or your marriage partner. You may have to compromise with your enemies against your will and avoid any kind of arguments with your life partner or family. During this phase of time, it is advised that you would avoid traveling long distance. You're susceptible to face with an accident if you're not careful. Hold on to respect and honor in society. Your honor at workplace, there could be a losing your honor and you could be risking your honor at your workplace during this phase of time. Be careful. You may have to face some kind of tricky situation, humiliations, useless discussions, litigation. People can grasp you up, people will try to expose you, people will pull your legs, people will put a lot of mud on your name. Most of you likely to face difficult time when it comes to managing your enemies, especially your old enemies. And those enemies can be your family friend or family member or relative or customer or people or your old colleague. You also likely to encounter some of new enemies who could also be from your own circle of family and friends. Some of you also befriend some wicked people whom you may suffer later on. Keep a close eye on your behavior. It might become cruel during this phase of time. Few of you also go through some kind of a settlement with your sworn enemies. Your health would require some attention, more attention than usual. This particular period makes you susceptible to developing a fever or discomfort in the chest. Pisces weekly conclusion, 8th August till 14th August. For this coming week, the conclusion of the week for Pisces, there are 3 sections. I'll define each and every section step by step. Sun and Venus transit in 5th house. Saturn position in 11th house. All these planets are exactly opposite to each other. Sun and Saturn exactly opposite to each other. Venus and Saturn again opposite to each other. You will be quite upset and you will be quite tense. You'll be quite restless and you'll go through a lot of struggles. Here, Sun and Saturn can help each other, support each other in a best way. You go through lots of complications linked with inheritance. By the weekend, you will be achieving financial gain, income resources, but your expenditure will be quite high. Due to that, you sometime overspending, you can be quite tense and upset and annoyed. You got to look after your marriage relationship. You got to look after your general well-being. This particular week is also a good timing. The other second part of the conclusion. This particular week is also a good time, bringing good timing. Could be regarded especially well for financial gain. During this time period, you're likely to make money in your trade, profession. You're likely to acquire valuable ornaments during this phase of time. Work should be on smooth sailing. You're likely to succeed in matter of importance. Your new undertaking would also see success. If employed, you're likely to be promoted to a position of greater authority and honor. Your success would boost your self-confidence and strengthen your willpower during this phase of time. Health would remain good. You would shine with health and vigor and vitality. Your enthusiasm is likely to be at the top. You would be relieved from all your past confusions and obstacles. This period also donate a good timing financially. You would be able to raise your funds. If you are taking any examination under any government department during this phase of time, you're most likely to be successful. If employed, you're likely to get promoted during this phase of time. Moreover, you may also expecting a rise in position in society. Your friends, elders and teachers are also expected to be good to you during this phase of time. Relationships are expected to go smoothly. You may expect an intense, very sensuous time with your beloved. Companionship will develop to the next level. Congratulations and wish you very best of luck. Please press the bell for like and share and become our subscriber. Kindly share this content with your family and friends and try to become our subscriber. And then we can share a lot of things with you. Number 1, a very unique Android mobile application which you can download from our website Prakash astrologer.com, which can give you access to our weekly horoscope full report, complete report, our monthly horoscope premium report, our yearly horoscope premium report for next 90 days. For 90 days trial we can offer you. You have to visit my website Prakash astrologer.com. If you have an Android mobile phone, then you can download there and then and enjoy 90 days free trial. As well as you can also share with you a content like monthly horoscope, yearly horoscope, Rahu Ketu's transit effect, Jupiter transit effect for you, Saturn transit effect. You can learn a lot, great deal about yourself. Live show streaming. You can participate in our live show for consultation. In those live show, which every Friday 12 till 2 UK timing, Sunday 12 till 2 UK timing, Sunday 3 p.m. till 5 p.m. There are two Sunday live shows, 12 till 2 UK time, 3 p.m. till 5 p.m. UK time. You can take a live show consultation. You give me your name and date, place of birth, time of birth, and I'll give you if you ask any question, I'll give you my astrological opinion based on your birth chart. But in this coming week, if you might need a completed weekly horoscope report from my website, which can give you complete analysis with extensive weekly horoscope report, which will give you task precaution chanting. For that, kindly visit my website, prakashastrologer.com. Acquire the weekly horoscope report, implement the report, and achieve your best.